Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am doing a get ready with me and I am sharing my initial thoughts on this new palette from Alter Ego called the Goddess palette. If you all are not familiar with Alter Ego, they are a newer brand based here in the US and they are an affordable, cruelty-free brand. Not only are they affordable, but they also produce high quality eyeshadows, or I guess I should say high quality makeup. All that they've come out with so far are eyeshadow palettes. This palette is $16. They did provide me with a coupon code, so I will link that down below for you guys. It's not an affiliate code. I don't make any money from it. It's just to save you all some money. So if you guys would like to get ready with me and see my initial thoughts on this palette, then just keep on watching. So today I am going to be testing out the new Alter Ego Goddess palette. If you hear any noises, which I always say that and I feel like I never hear anything, but just in case you hear anything, Josh is up doing stuff. The cats, you know, are up and playing and everything. Alter Ego did send this to me. This is their newest palette. Their very first palette that they released was the Temptress palette. And you guys know how much I love this palette. I fell in love with it. This is an exact dupe to the Anastasia Sultry palette. And I do have some videos on this, so I'll link it down below if you are curious. I was really shocked whenever I got this palette, like how high quality it feels. Like, it feels weighted and heavy. It has a magnetic closure. The packaging is just really pretty. It's like that rubberized kind of material, like the NARS packaging. And I just think it looks super beautiful. I know that this palette is supposed to be a pretty close dupe to the NATASHA Denona Gold palette. Now, I don't have that palette, so I can't really compare it, but I've seen some other YouTubers already post like swatches and bloggers comparing the two, and it is a pretty close dupe. This palette and the NATASHA Denona, they're definitely different sizes. This one is quite a bit smaller, but it's like, how long does it actually take you to go through an eyeshadow? Like, it takes forever if you even hit pan on an eyeshadow. So I feel like this is the perfect size. It has a really nice mirror. It's like compact enough that you could travel with it. Like, here's the e.l.f. New Classics palette next to it. So it's slightly a little smaller. It's kind of like the same size, I guess, as like ColourPop eyeshadow palettes. But it definitely feels like a lot more high quality. Sorry, I was trying to put that palette up. Than ColourPop. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to use this instead of just rambling. And I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids with an eyeshadow primer, and I'm just using this Catrice eyeshadow base. So I just want to start out with my eyeshadow today, just in case this might have fallout. I know with their other palettes, the Temptress, I don't have issues with fallout, but you never know. So, and I have swatched this Goddess palette, but I haven't used it yet. So this is going to be like a first impression. And swatching it, it swatched beautifully, and I was just super impressed by the quality of it. I just think it's so good. At least by the swatches. I don't know yet because I haven't used it on my eyes. Okay, so I think first off, I'm trying to figure out what color I want to put in my crease. But I think I'm going to go in, and I'm sorry because I'm probably going to butcher some of these names. I think that whenever they designed this palette, they named it after like different goddesses. But yeah, so I'm going to use this shade in Hera, this color right here. And I'm just going to blend that in my crease with my Morphe M441, and I'm going to zoom y'all in. Yeah, this color is a nice transition shade. It's not too warm, not too cool toned. I probably should have tweezed my eyebrows before I filmed this. I've been trying to stay on top of that a little more, but I'm kind of failing at that. Yeah, it definitely has good pigmentation. It doesn't seem powdery, like really easy to blend out. I'm gonna go in with Athena, which is this shade up here. It's kind of like a mustard yellow kind of brown shade. And I'm just gonna apply it with the same brush. I don't know, I just kind of want to add something a little different in my crease. Next, I'm gonna go in with Valkyrie, which is this shade here. It's kind of like a duochrome gold yellow shade. And I'm just gonna apply that with my Sigma E60. Such a beautiful color. It's kind of like a chartreuse sort of shade. And that's what that color looks like, just applying it, you know, dry, which it's pigmented. But I want to go in with a makeup setting spray just to see if we can intensify this and make it even more metallic. So I just got some more of that Valkyrie on this brush. I'm gonna mist it with the makeup setting spray. Oops. I'm just gonna carve out my lid. Yeah, that definitely made it so metallic using it with the makeup setting spray. Like really foiled, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, and then I'm just gonna do the same thing to this other eye. I just wanna do kind of more of a simple look today. And then whenever I do like my 3 looks with this palette, I'll do some more like dramatic and more like experimental type of looks. I think I may have gotten just slightly a little bit of fallout with that Valkyrie shade, like a little bit of glitter on my face. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm just gonna go in with a makeup remover wipe and just get that off of my face, and then let's just go ahead and zoom back out. I'm gonna do my face makeup and then I'll come back and I'm probably gonna smudge a color on my lower lash line or something. So I'm just using this little eye makeup remover pad from Almay. I find that this is really gentle like on my under eye area. For my primer today, I'm just going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business in the Pore Minimizing. And with this primer, I don't really find that it's like super pore minimizing, but it is like really moisturizing. It's a real moisturizing primer. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like, I don't know, like it doesn't feel too much. And it does give like a nice slip for like, you know, a primer. But yeah, today I'm just getting ready to head off to church this morning. It's Sunday. And like I told you guys in my last Get Ready With Me, I think I'm gonna film, it's like if I don't really have any, like if I don't have any video ideas that I'm coming up with, I'm just gonna film mostly Get Ready With Me's and like tutorials and 3 looks, 1 palette. Because I asked you guys on Instagram what videos you like to watch the most from me. And most of you guys said Get Ready With Me's and tutorials. For my foundation, I'm just going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. And this is in F6. I don't even know if I've really done a video where I just used this foundation. Like I've mixed it, I think. Well, I mean, I mix it off camera, like with the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, but I don't know that I've ever used this foundation by itself on camera. I have used it by itself like off camera. But yeah, and I'm like, what did I do? There it is. I thought I left my makeup sponge in the bathroom. So I'm just using my Wet n Wild makeup sponge, and I did dampen this off camera. And with my makeup sponges, I always clean them like right before I'm gonna use them. Just because it's like, if you're going ahead and getting it damp anyways, you might as well just wash it out so it's clean. I used to just wash my makeup sponges like once a week, and then I started washing them every time I would do my makeup, and it just makes the world of difference cleaning it every single time. Plus I just feel like it's more hygienic, and I feel like my skin, you know, stays more clear whenever I wash it every day that I use it. With this Makeup Revolution foundation, it's definitely more of a matte foundation, and it's like a medium to full coverage foundation. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit more to the center of my face, and then also put some on my nose. But yeah, after church, I don't know, I need to get my nails done this weekend. And it's like, I say this weekend, but it's like Sunday, so the weekend's almost over. But I always say the weekend for my off days, and I'm off from my job on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, so that's like my weekend. So this is like the first day of my off days, and I need to go and get my nails done really, really bad, because I think it's been about a month since I've had them filled in, which I'll link down below the color that they used on my nails. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's basically a dupe for Essie Bikini So Teeny, but it's a gel like nail color that they bake on, you know? I forgot how much I actually really like this foundation. Even though it is matte, it's not too matte where it makes me look old, you know, where it like makes my skin look all dried out. Okay, for my concealer, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is in C3. I don't know, like I'm kind of on the fence with this concealer. I really need to use it more to figure out like my thoughts on it. But I know before, whenever I was using it, I felt like it was too matte for me and like looked a little too drying on my under eyes. But like I said, I feel like I need to like use it more regularly so I can really get a good opinion on it. And I figured since I was using the foundation today, why not just go ahead and use the concealer? Because once again, I don't think I've ever used this concealer on camera before. But I know some people swear by that concealer like it's one of their holy grails. And I know pretty much everything I'm using today is drugstore, but this is like the one thing that I'm gonna use that's not drugstore. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. And I'm just gonna use this to set this under eye concealer. And I just absolutely love this powder because it does not make your under eyes look dry or crepey, and it just sets your concealer, really smooths out the area. Then for my powder, I'm just gonna be using my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable, and I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Kabuki. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I guess I can use drugstore brow stuff. I normally use my Benefit Gimme Brow and Precisely My Brow. That's what I've been using recently. But we'll change it up today. We'll use drugstore. So this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the shade Blonde. And this probably, well, this and the NYX Micro Brow. It's been a minute since I've bought that pencil. I need to go back and purchase that. That used to be like my pencil that I used all of the time for my brows. The NYX Micro Brow in, I think, ash blonde or soft brown. I don't even remember the color now. It's been forever. But this L'Oreal one is basically the same thing as that NYX pencil. I know that NYX, the Micro Brow, they have a ton of shades in that pencil, where this L'Oreal, they don't have quite as many shades. I think they just have like blonde, kind of like a medium brown, and like a dark brown They might have a few other shades now, but I know when these first came out, they only had like 3 shades. I'm just gonna use my Essence Make Me Brow. This is probably my favorite tinted brow gel from the drugstore. I mean, I also like the L'Oreal one. I need to go back and buy that one as well because I don't think I have that one anymore. Zoom you guys back in. And I'm gonna use this shade, Avalon, which is the dark brown. And I'm just using my Sigma Pencil E30 brush. And I'm just gonna smudge this on the lower lash line, which I just realized I probably should have used a color. Maybe, well, let me just add a little bit of Avalon to this side so it's even. But I think I'm gonna go in with, I'm so bad with like pronunciations of things. Like, I am dyslexic, so I always have a hard time sounding out words, and it makes me feel like, I don't know, like I should know how to say stuff, but I don't. But it's this color right here. I'm gonna use that on the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna use that same pencil brush. I don't know, I've been kind of obsessed with like color on the lower lash line ever since that last Get Ready With Me video I filmed with the Born to Run palette with the blue. I think it's just easy to add a pop of color to the lower lash line. And it's, you know, a little bit more subtle, but at the same time, it gets you kind of experimenting with color a little more. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use the shade down here. I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. eye defining brush. Like I said, this color kind of reminds me of Becca's. This one doesn't seem to have like a ton of pigmentation to it actually. Like it seems kind of glittery. I'm gonna get this brush wet with my makeup setting spray. I would say so far that's like the only one that's kind of a dud for me. It definitely works way better if you get it like, if you use a makeup setting spray with it. It kind of has chunky glitter. Then for the waterline, you could use one of 2 pencils. I do feel like this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in Overdrive is kind of the same color as that green teal forest green color. But if you wanted something more affordable, NYX has some Glide On pencils. This is in olive green, which is a different color. It's not the same shade of teal, but it still will help to bring some green, like a pop of green. And there might be some other like drugstore teal eyeliners, like maybe from Maybelline and stuff. It's just been a minute since I've bought like any colored liners from the drugstore, just because I don't use colored pencil liners very often. Then I was debating on what I want to do for my upper lash line, but I think I want to use this L'Oreal Infallible Paints liquid liner, and this is in the shade Wild Green. Then I'm taking some more of that dark green, and I'm just gonna smudge this out some more. And then I'm gonna go in with a clean Q-tip and just smudge this out a little more. I will just link it down below, but I went ahead and did my mascara, and I also applied some false lashes today, and I just used my Ardell Demi Wispies For my mascara, I use my Maybelline Lash Sensational. And I'm trying to figure out what lip color I want to do today. I think I kind of want to use this gloss because I feel like it would go really well with like the eyeshadow. But I don't know if I want to use this gloss by itself or if I want to use it over top of another lipstick. So I think I might use it over top of this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in Sweet Tooth. And then once that dries down, I'll go over top of it with this gloss. But in the meantime, while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do my bronzer and blush and all that. So for my bronzer, I'm just gonna use my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. Ever since I used this the other day, I've just been back in love with this. I go in my phases with my bronzers where I'll use like the same one for a long time. Like I'll just get stuck on using that one. And then I'll use another one and then I'll get stuck on using that one. Like as you can see, like I definitely have used this a lot. Like I've hit major pan on this bronzer. And this is just one of my all-time favorite bronzers. Like it's just really pretty because it gives your skin like, it's like a nice sheeny type of bronzer. It doesn't have like glitters in it, but it just has a little bit of like a sheen. And it's not too warm toned, it's not too cool toned, it's just beautiful. I'm just bronzing up my hairline. I don't know, I've been into colorful makeup looks lately, which is not normally like me, but I guess because of like summer and it's just like, I don't know, it just makes you want to wear a little bit more color. Like, are you guys like that? Do you like to wear more colorful makeup looks in the summertime? Or are you like, wear less makeup? Like, cause that's how I feel like I am. I either like to wear something colorful like this or just like a no makeup sort of makeup look for the summer months. Just kind of contouring my nose a little. And then I'm gonna bronze up my neck a little bit. I'm debating on what blush color I want to use. I don't know if I want to do like a more pink or if I want to do something that's more, I'm gonna knock everything off, that's more like neutral, you know? That color would look really pretty. Luminoso. I think I'm gonna use that. It's been a hot minute since I've used that. This is one of my favorite summertime blushes. So I'm just gonna use Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. And then I definitely want to use like a really gold highlight today. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Platinum Bar. And I can never remember what the name of this one is. Like it has a certain color name, but it's not, I don't see it anywhere on the packaging. So I just always call it the Platinum Bar. And then I'm just applying that with my Real Techniques contour brush. And this is a really good dupe for Becca Vanilla Quartz. I feel like I've talked about that highlight so much in this video today. I think part of it is just because I'm so upset because my Vanilla Quartz broke. And I'm just mourning that highlight. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this highlight here on my nose. Okay, and then I'm gonna mist my face with, I think, I don't know. I guess I'll mist it with my e.l.f. Or no, I think I'm gonna do my Flower Beauty because I really like the sprayer on this. It's just a super fine mist. I feel like I got it probably all in my hair. I'll tell you another highlight that would have looked really cool with this look. Is this Essence Pure Nude highlight in Cosmo Lighter, because it has like a green, like kind of reflects. I might add a little bit of this, even though I just used my setting spray. Just because I feel like that color on the eyelid would just pair so cool with this. Like, I don't know. I think it looks really pretty. Like, that's always my secret to wearing colored highlights, is to pair them with like a colored eyeshadow look, because it doesn't look as dramatic as if you do like a really natural like or neutral eye look and apply a colored highlight. Like sometimes it seems too like stark, like too drastic, but when you pair it with like a similar colored eyeshadow look, I don't know, like you can tell that you're using a colored highlight, but it goes better together. And I don't know now, it's like now that I see this lip color on my lips, I almost don't want to top it with the gloss, because I feel like it looks good just matte like this. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to, because I feel like I have so much going on with the eyes and everything. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I feel like because I have so much going on with the eyes, I'm not going to put this all over my lips. Maybe I'll just kind of put a little bit of it in the center like that. I think it looks better just with the matte. So I would say you could probably just skip this. This is the Milani Goddess Gloss in Cosmic. Yeah, Cosmic. So it's so funny that this is called Goddess and this is Goddess, and they pair good together. Like the coloring of it, because it has like green, like little like green and gold reflect little sparkles in it. So I hope that you all enjoyed this makeup look today using the Alter Ego Goddess palette. I do, like with this look today, I'm really impressed by this so far. Like I said, I want to do a 3 looks 1 palette with this eyeshadow palette, and I definitely think that Alter Ego, even though this is a newer brand, I think their concept is just awesome because it's high quality and it's affordable. I just absolutely love this palette, and they did give me a coupon code for you guys to use. It's not an affiliate code, so I don't make any money from it, but it's just to give you guys a discount to help save you all some money. So I will leave that coupon code down below for you guys, so check that out if you're interested in picking up this palette. So yeah, I hope that you all have an awesome day today, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.